Hallöchen, meine Bärchen, und herzlich willkommen bei einem weiteren Part mit Vampyr. Wir streunen hier gerade noch ein bisschen im Krankenhaus rum. Wir haben ein neues Sammelobjekt. Da. Über den Gebrauch von Knoblauch und Holz fehlen. Ich werde das jetzt auch ein bisschen nach unten scrollen. Wir können uns das gerne dann im gestoppten Modus angucken. Oder ich dann später. Da war ja auch noch jemand. Ganz übersehen. Da war noch was am Blinkern. Huste sie nicht in der Öffentlichkeit. Sonst werden sie sowieso alle bis zum Tode angestarrt. Hallo.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune.
Wer bist du?
Such an honor, sir.
Ja, danke.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland. Dr.
Strickland.
Thoreau Strickland.
Okay.
I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Danke. Danke.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Okay.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Gerne.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical,
Neuer Hinweis.
you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Ja, kann man so sagen.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Wenn wir das hier überhaupt brauchen.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Nö.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid.
Wer ist denn
If
dein...
you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Genau, perfekt. Super.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help
Harvey,
him.
wer war
What is it
Harvey
you
nochmal?
really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Aha.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones and flesh.
Guter Ansatz. Gefällt mir. Wir haben ein paar neue Untersuchungen bekommen, oder... Ah, okay. Qualität des Blutes. Sehr cool, dass wir hier ganz viele Quests bekommen. So, wer warst du nochmal? Warst du der... Ne, du warst der Patient. Uns fehlen hier aber immer noch ein paar Leute, ne? Ist ja interessant. Oh Gott, oh Gott. Achso, ich bin wieder zu schnell durch die Gegend gedackelt. Du sitzt wieder da vorne. Schön. Du bist am Schlafen. Du bist auch am Schlafen. Du sowieso. Oh, hier sind noch mehr. Oh mein Gott. Viele Leute hier einfach sind. Also es ist ein Krankenhaus. Was denke ich mir denn da? Oh, da ist er. Warte mal, haben wir...
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Aber die haben wir schon mal gesprochen. Ah, die Dorothy, natürlich.
Thank you.
Oh, hallo. Wer bist du denn?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother
Hallo.
of Mortimer Goswick.
Hallo.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reid? I've heard much of your talents as...
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my...
Are you really that rich?
Yes, thanks to my husband. Me.
May I ask
Okay,
if
Mann
you
ist
have an
tot.
occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious
Aha.
about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your...
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of...
Sorry, die haben hier gerade etwas anderes zu tun.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital.
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
What do you mean?
Ja, das
She
wissen wir ja
managed to
schon.
secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Du bist doch eine Pippa.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question.
Aha.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid.
Gut. Das haben wir noch nix. Okay, dann
Goodbye, Miss.
fragen wir mal dein Söhnchen.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here.
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer.
Hi.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all.
Okay.
I'm sure you realize...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to...
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here?
My mother just wants the best for me.
Aha.
Is your mother bothering you?
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have...
Pembroke Hospital...
It's not me.
Gut.
How
Das
painful...
hatten wir doch gerade schon. Ach so.
I'll let you...
Good evening, sir.
Ah, wait, ich will dich noch was fragen.
Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
Tell me about
I
it.
don't want to talk, Doctor.
Ja, okay. Da war ja was.
I have to...
Gut.
All right. Don't waste your time with me.
Okay, dann gehe ich halt wieder. Ich wollte nur reingucken. Pippa, ich wollte noch kurz mit dir sprechen. Da war was. Ach, du bist Dorothy.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Dorothy! Dich haben wir noch nicht.
Good evening, sir.
Hallo!
I'm Dr. Reid.
Dich kennen wir aber gerade schon von...
I'm Harvey Fiddick.
Ja.
All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Bloody Arm. Machen wir. Aber den können wir auch entführen.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm.
I was more curious about what you were doing before.
I'm a carpenter. And a good
Zimmermann.
one, too.
Are you...
Well, it's clear...
I won't lie to you.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid?
In other circumstances, you... Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building.
Mhm. Aber wenn dein Arm doch so okay ist... In ihrer Verletzung...
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me.
Oh,
Now I
oh.
may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Hm.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh nein.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children...
Oh, es tut mir leid.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
Glaube
The
ich, ja.
Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Nein.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Oh, das wäre richtig,
I'm sorry
richtig
for your
mies für ihn
loss.
gewesen.
So many died during...
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea.
Ja, kommt drauf an, wo die Bombe sie getroffen hat oder wie nah sie dran war, ne? Ah, das ist doch kacke.
Goodbye for now.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Das ist doch kacke. Unvollendeter Brief. Oh. Nein, wo ist er? Oh, da. Meine lieben Kinder, es tut mir leid, dass ich euch bisher nicht geschrieben habe. Aber schmerzhöllisch. Okay, das ist von dem Typi gerade geschrieben. Oh. Schon traurig. Schon verdammt traurig. Oh, wir haben neue Details bekommen. Oh. Oh. Wir würden quasi 1000 Experience-Punkte von dem bekommen. Oh, erschöpft. Behandlung gegen Erschöpfung. Können wir den behandeln? Wie können wir die denn eigentlich behandeln? Das muss ich noch herausfinden. Wie wir die eventuell noch behandeln können. Hoppalapalapa. Ob wir uns...
Good evening,
And good evening.
Medikamente selber zusammenmixen können? Oder ob wir die finden können? Das wäre ja noch was. Wäre interessant. Bist du... Ne, du bist Dorothy. Wieder. Wo ist denn die Pippa? Da nicht. Hallo ihr beiden. Da ist er auch nicht. Da ist er!
Good evening, Nurse.
Ich hab da noch eine Frage an dich. Hab ich's denn? Oh, gar nicht. Okay, nevermind. Ich habe keine Frage an dich. Ciao, ciao! Also. Ah, wo gehe ich denn jetzt hin? Wird man quasi behaupten, dass ich jetzt mal nicht rausgehe.
It's locked.
Schweinerei. Oh, da ist was. Miau.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Hi, wer bist du?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague,
Hallo.
sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana.
Okay, was war das gerade?
Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean? You used to be a doctor. Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay, es hörte sich gerade nach Pornshop an.
Are you afraid or uneasy?
Why should I? These bodies are...
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one.
Sir, as a medic during the war,
How did you get this job?
after I left the army...
Do you work here?
Yes, very easy work, sir.
Why do you have to work?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be
Oh,
moved to the
ja, das
nearest
macht
mass.
Sinn.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body.
Oh, oh.
She must be very relieved now.
Ja? Ziemlich?
A pawnbroker?
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For us...
Who comes here to trade with you?
I'm very cautious, sir.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy.
Wir schauen uns gleich mal das Lager an,
Since you're not
was er so
afraid of
hat.
dying,
Oder das Handel.
do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidam.
No, Dr. Reid. I am a foolish man.
Naja.
But I like to think
Also
otherwise.
es ist halt schon traurig für alle anderen, wenn du von der Erde
Do you
verschwindest.
really believe goodwill?
Du merkst davon ja selber
As
gar
I
nichts
said,
mehr.
sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Da bin ich mir nicht so sicher.
Please show
Handeln.
me what you have.
Of course.
Ja.
It
Schöne Schmuckstücke. Rätselhafte Formel. Opium. Oh. Und Codein. Das können wir... Warte mal. Das könnten wir dem einen doch geben. Betäubende Wirkung. Wisst ihr was? Wir kaufen davon jetzt einen. Und von dem kaufen wir auch eins. Weil... da. Der Typi bräuchte eine... Muss ein bisschen runterkommen und... Nee, der Typi war es nicht. Der da. Der da braucht ein bisschen... Aber wir kommen da nicht rein. Oh, no.
It's locked.
Ich würde da gerne reinkommen. Kommen wir denn da rein? Oh. Auch
It's locked,
verschlossen.
all right.
Okay, okay, okay. Wo ist er denn?
Will not let you down, my boy.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
I'm all right.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the
Good
benefit
evening,
of the
Mr.
doubt.
Look,
So, können wir dir das jetzt irgendwie geben? Ah. Wir müssen irgendwas
I
herstellen.
have to go now, sir.
Sorry. Wir müssen irgendwas herstellen. Aber was und wie? Da bin ich mir noch nicht sicher, wie man das macht. Okay. Aber wir können jetzt nochmal zu dem anderen hingucken. Wo war denn? Nee. Da. Hallo.
Good evening, Mr.
Können wir dir... Du willst wirklich nix? Aber du hast doch Schmerzen.
Goodbye for now.
Okay, gut.
disgust on every
Oh,
street.
da war da. Dann würde ich doch mal glatt behaupten, wir haben jetzt erst einmal alles nachgeguckt. Wo war denn jetzt unser Zimmer nochmal? War das hier? Ja, hier war's. Wir düsen einmal ins Bettchen. Und schauen dann... Ach nee, hier ist er immer. Wir haben ja gar nichts genutzt. So. Da, jetzt einmal... Können wir uns nicht ausruhen? Ruh dich im Bett bis zur nächsten Nacht aus. Aber das hatte ich doch vor. Aha. Hä? Kann ich mich hier nicht ausruhen? Aber es speichert hier. Okay, gut. Dann nehmen wir mal das Speichern als Ausruhen hin. Und dann schauen wir uns in der nächsten Folge an, wo wir denn in diesem Garten hinkommen. Und bis dahin wünsche ich euch jetzt noch ein wunderschönes Wochenende. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Oh, wie blutunterlaufen unsere Augen sind. Krass. Okay, gut. Kurz abgelenkt. Wir sehen uns bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.